Well, talking about the flowers again. Now, you remember that we had the seedling bed 1, and they came up pretty well within the time span that we'd said, 34 to 39 days. And then as they were doing that, seedling bed 2 over on the road through the lemon trees, the Minnow, that was put in. So that was the second 1,000 flowers. Now, I did at that time mention that seedling bed 1 would come into full production of flowers, and seedling bed 2 would be sort of coming along some weeks after it, so that when bed 1 started to slow down on the production and the blooms that we're getting, the bed 2 would be then coming fully online to make up for that deficit. Now, I did also mention that there would be a point that seedling bed 1 would no longer be producing, and that there will probably be a seedling bed 3. 1 runs until it expires, 2 takes over part of the way through. Then we need 1 to follow up 2, so it comes into production when 2 is no longer. And then as that happens, then seedling bed 1 gets slashed and burned and ploughed and cultivated, and then more seedlings go back in there. Well, I hinted that seedling bed 3 would be on the way soon somewhere, and today we had some more flowers arrive, and guess who's out there with the cultivator? This was one of the rice paddies, and the tractor has been through, and this is one of 2 that he has been through and turned the soil quite heavily, as you can see, but you'll see him off in the distance. He's off in the distance doing another one of the paddies now. So that they normally get roughly turned and left for a few months, and then he comes through and use a finer blade to make them more sort of, they just say, flat and usable. Anyway, so here's Thalinee out with the machine. She's already had it stuck twice because this paddy in this corner were very, very heavily wet. It was underwater to a big degree, and it was one of the last ones to actually shed its water. So over there she's found a patch which is sort of she's getting by with, but a few minutes ago I was here manhandling it out of this hole in the ground here. It was bogged to the sump, to the bottom of the crankcase and gear set. And so I managed to get it into reverse gear and reverse it out of there. There's the man with the tractor over there. He's just done a loop and he's coming back. He yelled something out, which I didn't get. But yeah, so the question about seedling patch 3. You've seen what happened with 1 and you saw what happened with 2. I won't fully video this one because you get the message. If not, just look at the other 2 again. It will be the same process. So I'm not going to fully video this one. I'll give you a few updates, but you've seen the process in seed patch 1, seedling patch 2. I think you get the message. I think you get the idea of how it works. So just have another look at those. If there's something missing, or drop a comment and I'll try and answer it for you there. Looks like the guy with the tractor has come to give a helping hand. He's trying to make this a little bit more even by ploughing it a couple more times. Hello. Maybe numb too much, but now it's turned. I think quick, they get hard more. And what about where he is now? Have so much rice, strong. Okay. It's a little workaholic demon, this young lady. Miss Chicken Legs. Yeah, he's obviously being Mr. Nice Guy. And actually running the tractor over it like that may firm some of it up for her. Yeah, he's only got it blades very, very shallow. He's just dragging across the surface and leveling it. Gone a little bit deeper there. Somebody's instructing him to go down that way a bit. You see how he's slipping there. He was understeering through that piece that was so messy. It's almost dripping wet. But as he turns that, it will dry, and probably surface area will probably firm up a bit anyway. There'll still be wet deep down, but that doesn't matter. There'll be enough support there to run the little cultivator across and do what we need to do. Okay, so you previously saw when the seedlings arrived, they were in a cardboard box. Well, in conjunction with the seedlings 3 that we just found out about, here is the carton of the next batch. So I'm not sure how many we have this time. I'll have to ask the lady, but she normally does it as 1,000. That seems to be the standard packaging. And there's the label on the top. This is actually the seed packet wrapper. And so he's identifying what the seed is that these seedlings are from. So I'll just slowly scan up there. We've got F1. Yeah, it's in Thai, but there's the same again on there, F1. www.chongtalurm.com. So that's where we get them from. They're the seeds that they used. Packet of 1,000 would normally be 900 baht. But of course, put them in seedling trays is an extra cost, and we covered that earlier. Slips from my mind right now, but I just put a link to where we spoke about that section of it before. So we're at it again. Crazy. Okay, so the guy in the tractor's taken off back to where he was, doing the other field for us. And Mem, as we know for short, or Thalinee if you haven't caught on to that just yet, is a full name. She's merrily going through, making it all beautiful and making it suitable for the seedlings to go in. As you can hear, the machine's labouring a bit at times, and oh, I don't like the look of that. The machine's going slower than the wheels are turning. It's on the point of getting bogged again. But it's got a couple of things to contend with. It's got to contend with the rice stalks that are still there, which is part of why the guy's turning them in so they rot. But that little machine's quite tenacious actually. There's times there where those wheels are spinning now, but it's not stopping. I think it's by nature of the actual tiller on the front grabbing the ground. It's dragging itself forward whether the wheels will push it or not. Out there in her sombrero. The machine might give up, but she won't.